What is going on, everyone? NFL free agency is underway and the Houston Texans are killing it, but that's just my opinion. So I want to ask you guys, let me know in the comments down below, drop a grade for this Houston Texans front office and general manager Nick Caserio. If you ask me, they get an A. The Houston Texans did something they normally don't do, which is make the big moves in free agency, spend some money. Well, they did that. And they did that while CJ Stroud is on his rookie deal. I cannot be more excited for the future of this Houston Texans team because you have made a statement the past 2 days. And that statement is that the Houston Texans are here. They are ready to win now. And we are going to put our money where our mouth is, giving Danielle Hunter a 2-year, $49 million deal, trading for Joe Mixon, and extending him today on a 3-year deal. Breaking news if you haven't heard. The Houston Texans are gearing up, and the rest of the NFL should be afraid. What is going on, everyone? My name is Ruben Calvillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Guys, if you have a Discord, let me know in the comments down below so I could send you the link to mine. I am starting one up as we approach this season. I will be there at every training camp. I will be taking pictures. So if you want more daily Houston Texans content, let me know in the comments down below, and thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I gave Nick Caserio an A because he brought in 6 starters that will be playing significant football for this Houston Texans team this year. Danielle Hunter is a starter. Jeff Okudah right now is your number 2 starting cornerback. Azeez Al-Shaair will be starting next to Christian Harris. Danico Autry will be starting at defensive tackle for you. Joe Mixon is your starting running back. Tommy Townsend is your starting punter. The Houston Texans signed him a couple of days ago, a All-Pro in 2021. Welcome to the Houston Texans, Tommy Townsend. Let's start with the 2 biggest moves, Danielle Hunter and Joe Mixon. I mean, you talk about putting your nuts on the table, spending the money, 2 years, $49 million for Danielle Hunter, and then trading for Joe Mixon, not wanting to get into a bidding war with anyone else. And breaking news, the Houston Texans have extended Joe Mixon on a 3-year deal. He will be here once he hits 30 years old, only 27. There's still a lot of great football left for Joe Mixon. But these are 2 of your captains for the next 2 years. Both of them, playoff experience. With Danielle Hunter, been in the NFC Championship, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Joe Mixon, played in the Super Bowl, fell short. However, experience is what this young Houston Texans team needs right now. And you brought in veterans who are just gonna be giving you dynamic play on Sunday. Well, both of these guys, Danielle Hunter and Joe Mixon, you can rely on them to be there on Sunday as they both played a full 17 games last year. Knock on wood. You get a full season from Danielle Hunter and Joe Mixon, you might have 2 Pro Bowlers right there. And both of them captains for their respective offense, defense, and both of these guys should be captains of the entire team. Azeez Al-Shaair, the linebacker that you signed on day 1, really the highlight of that day, will be starting next to Christian Harris for the next 3 years. And what I love about Azeez Al-Shaair is that he is familiar with the DeMeco Ryans system all the way back in San Fran. DeMeco was his defensive coordinator. I would have thought Azeez Al-Shaair was going to come to the Houston Texans last year. He had a meeting with us. He signed a 1-year deal with Tennessee instead. And he saw us beat him at home, and he saw us go to the postseason. Azeez Al-Shaair, I think, is going to blossom under head coach DeMeco Ryans. He's very fresh. There's still a lot of tread left on the tires. In San Francisco, was behind Fred Warner, was behind Greenlaw. So last year with the Tennessee Titans was his first real action in his NFL career. Excited to see what he does on this Houston Texans team. Danico Autry, I mean, man, are you glad you signed him? Right now, the Houston Texans don't really have any answer at defensive tackle as they traded away Malik Collins to the San Francisco 49ers And Arik Armstead decided not to sign with the Houston Texans, but a huge 3-year, $50 million deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am so happy I am not paying that. Danico Autry, 33 years old, but got you 11.5 sacks this year. Last season, 8. The year before that, 9. The 3 years before that, spent it with the Indianapolis Colts. The Houston Texans are Danico Autry's third AFC South team. He's going to give you good snaps up the middle and is going to put pressure on the quarterback for Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter to clean up. Jeff Okudah. You guys know how I feel about him. A bust. His third team in 5 years, former number 3 overall pick. Can he blossom under DeMeco Ryans? Can he show some flashes of why he was picked number 3 in the NFL draft by the Detroit Lions? But, sorry, he is going to have to compete for that number 2 spot. He is going to have to compete against Lonnie Johnson, whoever the hell we draft. However, as of right now, that is your starting cornerback number 2. And then last but not least, on the offensive side, Joe Mixon, what more can I say? A Pro Bowl running back, one of the best duo threats in the NFL. The Houston Texans are going to have a top 10 offense next year, ladies and gentlemen. Count it. Book it. When you have a running back who could do it all, and with the type of offense the Houston Texans are going to run, the threat of the pass gets more dangerous with Joe Mixon on the field. The play action gets dangerous with Joe Mixon on the field. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, drop your grade down below. For me, it's an A+. Let me know what you think. For more Houston Texans content, you guys feel free to follow me for more. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day.